Welcome into the League Four Clubs on the National Soccer Network, where we have a fun one in the NorCal Conference between Iron Rose FC and Albion SC Silicon Valley. Should be a good one. Two teams jockeying for position in the NorCal Conference. Two teams right near each other in the standings. Albion played 5 games so far this season in 7th. Iron Rose in 8th, one spot behind, will play their 4th game of the season. As we turn it over to the field, we're just a few moments away here from kickoff between two teams that haven't been in the best form coming into this game, but are both looking to kind of turn their fortunes around. Iron Rose has lost its last 2 matches. Both teams have just 1 win on the season. Albion SC has drew their last matchup, but lost their previous 2 just before that. So 2 teams that should be able to fight for some points here that will obviously be pretty key as this season kind of gets underway here. And looking forward to the start of this one. Iron Rose FC, I mentioned 1-0-2 in the NorCal Conference. Coach Daniel Serduk heading them up, and both are in the team a strong one in their first inaugural season, actually, here in the NorCal Conference. On the men's side, obviously got their women's program going first in 2024, but Iron Rose trying to make a big first impression in their first season here in the NorCal Conference. Albion SC, like I mentioned, 1-1-3 so far this season, coached by Arturo Orozco. Scored 7 goals so far this season, 14 allowed, a goal difference of -7 for Albion SC. Mentioned Roseville, their last matchup was against another team from the Silicon Valley that played Rush. Managed to beat them actually 3-0 and pick up, or 3-1, excuse me, and pick up a crucial few points, 3 points to head into this game with. Roberto Hatagan, 2 goals in that game. He will not be involved here today. Another goal scorer in that game, Diego Nunez, coming off the bench today for Roseville. So we'll see. It's been a bit of a shifting of personnel throughout the season in their first
beyond
one.
frozen. Now it's coming back.
Get things started here. I mentioned the shifting personnel. Iron Rose going with the starting 11. Antonio Camacho, one of the consistent members of that team this season. Their goalkeeper, a couple of defenders, Juan Maldonado, Lucas English, Jose Ayala making up the back line. Riley Kraft, Nathaniel Bolaro, Alex Both, Paulo Ionescu, and Jose Gonzalez make up a 5-man midfield. And I mentioned the switch up at forward. Nunez not in the starting lineup, will come off the bench today. Marco Garcia is starting in his place alongside Bailey Stringer for Iron Rose. So see who ends up getting the goals as they search for a win here at home. Mentioned haven't played in quite some time, just their 4th game of the season, looking to stay fresh here and pick up some points against an Albion SC team that has allowed a lot of goals in their last few games coming in, but obviously has a win so far themselves on the season. And coming in, they lost their last one to FC Davis, like I mentioned, 3-0, so they're looking to get on the score sheet. They went with a 4-1-4-1 formation in that game. As we take a look at the League for Clubs standings, mentioned FC Davis, who of course defeated Albion SC at the top of the table through 5 games, 4 wins, no defeats. Napa Valley right behind them. Only 4 games, but they have 4 wins themselves. So it should be an exciting one. Both teams getting ready. Final moments here before kickoff. Just going back to that last game as well for Albion City against FC Davis. Went with a 4-1-4-1 in that game. Played with sort of 2 offsetting center midfielders and a couple more attacking ones up top. So we'll see if they go with a similar formation or if they switch it up here against Iron Rose. That lineup in that game, in their last one against FC Davis, in net for them was Victor Garcia Venegas, who's a talented goalkeeper as well for Albion SC. Both teams break and huddle here. home venue. I mentioned for Iron Rose, who'll get things started with kickoff. Just looking at they trot out, I mentioned that 3-5-2 that they may try to run with extra midfielders. Looks like a couple players already kind of lining up wide, so maybe it could stretch it into even a 4-3-3 if they choose to drop one of their midfielders back. Can run it up even in a 4-4-2. You're able to have some flexibility with players who can play multiple positions. That's something Coach Serdukas has talked about with a lot of his players. You know, highlighting one, Nick Bond, who is coming off the bench today, but a guy who can play all over the field. Paulo Ionescu, another talented one, Roseville native. And I mentioned Alex Both as well. Serduke said he excels at every position on the field and can move around and play multiple positions. As we are underway here between Roseville and Albion SC. And it's Albion who spring things quickly forward. Iron Rose breaking down the left wing. Tripped up there. That was Bailey Stringer, who is lining up on that left wing. And you kind of see they've got the two wingers, so might be shifting a little bit more into that 4-3-3 kind of formation as they, you know, just try and stretch the opposing defense out wide. Albion looking for their second attack of the game. They'll win a throw on the left-hand side. Or excuse me, a free kick. So 2 in the wall for Iron Rose. Albion have a free kick, chance to swing it in, get their first look at net early, right in the opening minute of this one. Free kick is swung in. It's near front post, headed back in. Keeper dives on it for Iron Rose. I mentioned Antonio Camacho in net. Sure hands. Noted his favorite athlete before the season is Steph Curry. So trying to embody his game on the field. That'll be helpful for Iron Rose. The long punt he sends towards the right wing. So first look at goal for Albion SC, excuse me, who do look like they are in that 4-1-4-1 again, just based on the setup there that operates with kind of one defensive midfielder who's sort of a stopper ahead of the back line. You were able to work with some midfielders, 4 midfielders ahead of them as there's a long ball. Played out wide, chance to get on it. It'll skip out of play off the Iron Rose defender for a throw. They're taken into the box. It's a shot toward the back post and ends up flicking harmlessly over. It'd be a goal kick for Iron Rose. Second shot there for Albion SC. Iron Rose just looking to build things up, but there's a turnover there and another chance for a shot. And it's, I believe, hit the post. Might have been saved as well, but a break there, and Albion immediately back on it now, driving down the left-hand side. The cross comes in toward the crossbar, skips over everybody, and just flicked out of play. Built things up, but there's a turnover there, and another chance for a shot. Came in well. And it's, I believe, hit the post. Camacho might have got a piece of that, but it definitely was either saved off the post or just skimmed right off the post and went back out right into the middle where it was nearly danger again. And Iron Rose careless right now in the back. Can Albion make them pay? Iron Rose is trying to play them way out of trouble. That one was handled. It'll be a free kick for Iron Rose. Chance to maybe regroup. So they just take the free kick short, and they do. Now it does offensively it does look like a little bit more of that 3 at the back setup, which, you know, can leave you vulnerable when you don't have that 4th or 5th, even 5th defender that some teams like to opt for. And Means you got to be careful in possession when you play out of the back. That ball just rolled toward Camacho and net. That'll be flicked out of play. It'll be a throw for Albion. They'll take chance to cross maybe. Cross block. Chance maybe to counter here for Iron Rose. They spring it forward quickly. One on a few there, and then in the end, dealt with. Played all the way back home to the keeper for Albion. Ball one back here for Iron Rose. Couple or more numbers up this time. The ball cut out. And now it's Albion who is having to deal with just a little bit of pressure. They clear it out though. They've got it on the left wing here. Ball played back, one out by Iron Rose. Chance to maybe take advantage of some space, keeping one forward really high with that four at the back for Albion SC. Nicholas Romero had it there, the center back. He's got it out wide now. Romero. Chance to carry it forward a little bit. Goes for the switch. Good ball there. Left wing for Albion City. Skips past one. The cross comes in toward the back post. Flies harmlessly once again out of play, though. And actually took a deflection out of play. So it'll be a first corner opportunity here for Albion. A chance to swing it in. Corner taken short. Swung toward the back post. And in the end, out of play for another Iron Rose goal kick. So Albion so far the better of the opportunities. Iron Rose hasn't had much of a sniff on goal so far here through the first nearly 7 minutes. Ball played long, brought down well, and here is a potential chance on goal. The shot comes in, and in the end, thought the offside flag might have been raised, but actually the shot just comes in well over the net and will go out for a goal kick. Okay, taking short, long ball. Attempt there. It'll just be collected in the end for Iron Rose. Chance to regroup. Ball played forward to be headed back toward Camacho and net. Iron Rose, that was their first good opportunity of the match, trying to just settle into this game a little bit more. At some shaky moments. That's a good ball. Settled well there. Another chance to maybe get forward. Flicked out of play. It'll be a throw in the end for Albion. Ball played long. Chance to take over. It's been sort of ping-ponging around this left wing in these last few minutes. Chance for an early ball here for Iron Rose. Cross comes in near the back post. Skips over everybody. And it will just creep out of play, but it'll be an Albion throw. So a little bit more, few more chances, or at least hints at goal for Iron Rose. Playing at home here in the NorCal matchup against Albion SC, two teams I mentioned in 7th and 8th place respectively in the table. So a chance to pick up some key points here and stay, in the thick of it with some of those top challengers. I mentioned it's a tough race at the top of the table. A lot of teams with perfect records, and juggling that, obviously a chance to get a big win for two teams that are both looking for their second here in league play. Iron Rose just trying to build from the back. Albion's providing a little bit of pressure. Obviously, it nearly paid off in a goal, and it nearly may pay off here again as the early shot comes in. It'll fly over the net. Albion recognizing Camacho was out of his net, a little bit out of position after that giveaway, but that one in the end just flies over. Iron Rose slow playing it out of the back again here. It's been dangerous. I mentioned that 3 at the back, they've had to drop, now you see 4, even 5, some from the midfield as they, try and pick out a long ball. That one in the end dealt with, but it will be a Iron Rose throw, chance to get some numbers for it here. Alex both to take it. Ball played toward the middle. Iron Rose trying to regroup here. Looking for a couple of runners. They've got 4 players positioned right on that back line of Albion SC. Really looking to potentially play the long ball here. Skips out wide, played back. It's Nathaniel Bolero occupying that sort of left back, or I guess left-sided center back, who will drift, wider just with the 3 defenders. Albion a chance to recover. And now it's Iron Rose providing a little bit of pressure, very nearly getting on the end of that one. Good play at the back, nearly there for Albion, except that one played out. The League for Clubs, proud to partner with Select as our exclusive match ball provider. Learn more about Select by visiting them online at select-sport.com. Iron Rose playing in their final third here with 12 minutes into this first half. Neither team's had a super good look. Albion had that one after that Iron Rose giveaway there in the first few minutes, where sort of that early shot, they had the one that skimmed off the post, of course. So hitting the woodwork once has been the biggest threat of the game so far. There's nearly a nice 1-2. Trying to play a Bolero in there. Put out for a throw. That one cut out well. It's been some good activity on the left-hand side. That's felt like the major kind of crunch point of attack for Iron Rose. Juan Maldonado over there playing that kind of left wing. You can see he's kind of super attached to the sidelines, then will sort of jut in. Let's end up looking to get in behind and get in that space behind the back line. Bolero, can he find a runner? Good ball in, too far wide though. So he tried to link up. Tried to link up there, as I mentioned, with Juan Maldonado. Chance to counter here for Albion. Could be in here. Good challenge in the end by Iron Rose. Believe that was a Jose Ayala who's playing back there, sort of right in the middle, that heart of defense for Iron Rose. I mentioned you have to be a smart one-on-one defender when you only play 3 at the back. When you're willing to build in possession, you can get caught with some numbers forward. It allows for some counterattack opportunities, but Iron Rose so far weathering the damage. Made more of their problems have been, a little bit in possession in the back line and had a few giveaways that have led to some opportunities. But otherwise, Albion hasn't really cut them apart here in this opening 15 minutes of action. Collision there will lead to an Albion free kick. Looks like they're going to try and go long, getting some numbers forward. Instead, they just switch the play. Romero taking that free kick. Ball played forward. Albion just trying to rebuild. Romero picks his head up, looks for an option. That ball flicked all the way back to Camacho in goal. Will send a punt immediately long and out of his net. There's the Albion keeper who got to it well. Credit to him as a risky play. If you deal with that wrong, you're in real jeopardy. Ball played forward, left hand side here for Albion. Chance to get a cross in. That'll get flicked out of play for what looks like a corner. Second corner of the game here for Albion. They've taken both of them short. Cross comes in toward the back post. It's nearly headed. It ended up skipping over anybody. It looked like a couple players were in there to get there that could have got their head to it. But in the end, it'll be Iron Rose with the chance to build. Throwing on this left-hand side. Bolero will just throw it back to Jose Ayala. Camacho up from his net to play a part in some possession build up here for Iron Rose. They lost that one though, and some space here now on this right-hand side for Albion. Cross played in. Couldn't beat the first defender. Iron Rose perhaps a chance to counter. 2 forward for them. Or 3, excuse me, but that one intercepted again. Iron Rose, it's felt they've been kind of 1 or 2 passes away from a really good counter opportunity. They just haven't been able to generate. Instead, it's Albion who have it on the top of the box here. The shot comes in. That's blocked. Played out in the end for an Iron Rose throw. "17 minutes into this first half. Still nothing between these two teams. As I mentioned, both looking for their second win in conference play. Ball just played comfortably back toward the Albion goal. Iron Rose trying to press and winning that one here. And a couple of numbers forward if they can settle it down. It's a good flick there toward the middle. I believe that was Juan Maldonado. Ball played in the box. Chance to strike one here toward goal. Still ping-ponging around in the box for Iron Rose. They'll flick it out left-hand side. Can they get another cross in here? Ball played back, trying to beat a couple of defenders. Flicked up toward the back stick, but it'll be caught comfortably in the end by the Albion keeper. Will just fall on it and let it take its time. Maybe the best chance of the game there for Iron Rose. They look to try and take a foothold in the game. Neither team feels like it's had the majority of chances. Both good spells of play. That one flicked for or played forward. Good through ball there, but just a bit too much on it. Chance again for Iron Rose to build here. Iron Rose, you can see, really trying to use those wide channels, take the ball as close to the byline as they can, create space for their teammates. Obviously, Albion playing sort of similar. You can see they get really narrow defensively, obviously, with that kind of core four at the back there, holding a high line and a flat line. You don't have defenders out of place, which can lead to opportunities to get in behind. But Iron Rose just trying to stretch that defense out, make them play wide. Ball played forward, attempting to find the forward. That'll be flicked out for a throw. We're just trying to play it. Albion win it back here, though. Chance to attack up the left-hand side. Still some danger opportunity here for Albion SC. Can they strike first? That ball blocked out. Danger not all the way cleared, though. Good recovery by Iron Rose. Can they get out of it here? And they will by winning a free kick. So danger cleared and averted for Iron Rose. Free kick taken short. Iron Rose, they've shown willingness to stay in position. They've looked a lot more settled as well, kind of looking for these long balls, trying to get their forwards in behind. I mentioned that 3-5-2 formation that can almost even stretch into 3-4-3 if they really want to try and use the wide channels, but very willing to play in possession in their back line. I mean, they had a couple shaky moments in the opening few minutes, but have recovered fairly well and have been better in possession, I think, building out of the back and trying to play forward from there, look for some of those long balls. Bolero, can he find a teammate? Ball played and just skipped out of play for a throw-in. Riley Kraft, the midfielder, to take it. Where's that number 98 shirt? One of the more unique numbers for Iron Rose. Obviously, always fun. He's a Roseville native, has played all around the country, Orlando City, Richmond Kickers, played in Chattanooga, Des Moines. So a lot of experience he brings to that midfield, playing in that central midfield area. But obviously, you've seen a lot of Iron Rose players being willing to get wide, try and provide some space for their teammates when they're looking to either receive it short or go on a run long down that left-hand side in particular, where their defender can find them kind of on that ball over the top. Hasn't quite paid off yet, though. Still goalless 22 minutes into this one. Camacho will just hoof that one long. One out by Albion, but Iron Rose nearly wins the 50-50 ball. Albion a chance to play it down the right-hand side. That's a good ball forward and a crunching challenge. In the end, deemed an unfair one, I believe. Ref's flag went up. It will indeed be a free kick for Albion. So dangerous position here, just about 20-25 yards out on this right-hand side. An easy crossing opportunity. You can treat this similar to a corner, 2 in the wall for Iron Rose. Plenty of numbers in the box. Cross lofted in, but caught cleanly by Camacho. No real challengers there. They've had some better opportunities as Iron Rose trying to immediately spring forward. Albion recovers that one. They try to play. Both teams heavily relying on the long ball here in this first portion of the first half. Bolero has it here. He looks long. We'll just recycle it. Ayala. Back to Bolero. Ayala again. Tried to find Kraft out wide. And here he does get on it. Riley Kraft tries to play it back forward. Keepers come out. Albion was first to that one. They can possess here in the midfield. Try and break out of some pressure here and win a free kick. Or will win a free kick. So nicely done there for Albion to recover. Ball did get to Kraft. You saw some of his creativity there. Out wide, this is Estavian Ruiz. Trying to just switch it. Difficult pass to be made, though, and it'll instead go back to Iron Rose, who try and immediately go forward once again, but couldn't collect it. Albion SC back on it. Well played forward. Here's Nicholas Romero. He'll find a teammate out wide. Good ball there. Chance down the left channel for Albion. Ball played in, and a flag is up for offside. Ref hasn't seen it yet. Now does blow play to a halt. Long ball played forward. Kraft can get it on this one. Skews that one off his foot, though, and it'll instead... Could have been a promising attack there for Iron Rose. Instead, will bounce harmlessly out for an Albion throw. Albion with a chance to attack now. Ball played inside. It's a look at goal. Camacho's out to it. And he'll take it off the feet of the attacker. And calmly collect that one for Iron Rose. Try to play forward. Maldonado here. Tries to hoof it long. Picked up by Kraft in the midfield. Kraft plays it out wide. That one won first by Albion, though. It'll go back to their keeper here. It's Garcia. Garcia Venegas there in net for Albion as they try and bring it up this left-hand side. So it's on again there. Good ball again. Played forward by Romero. Cross comes in, headed out. Danger not all the way cleared yet for Iron Rose. They do get on it, though. Able to trying to play down this right-hand side. Can they create something on the counter here? In the end, out for a throw, though. Don't forget to follow the League for Clubs on social media to keep up with all the news and notes from around the league. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, and Blue Sky. Follow us at the League_FC or search the League for Clubs to find our official accounts. Just over 27 minutes gone in this first half. Still nothing really in between these two sides. A couple of good chances. Albion SC, has probably had the better of the two, hitting the post once. Have had a couple opportunities, but Iron Rose really trying to hit them on the counter. Haven't quite managed to pull that off yet, but have had a few crosses in, a few looks at goal themselves. Just possessing here again. Bolero, we've called his name a bunch with how much Iron Rose has just tried to attack down this left-hand side. Ball played in the middle. Well done there to switch the play. I'll play it all the way forward, and Garcia Venegas will come and collect that one. Roll it short. It was a foul there on Iron Rose, so a free kick in the midfield third taken quickly. Chance to creep up this right-hand side now for Albion. One out again, well, though, for Iron Rose. Can they once again spring a counter? No call there for the official. Nice tackle there by the Albion midfielder. They'll play it wide. Cutting inside. One out well. Danger not cleared. Chance down the left-hand side near the corner flag. Cross in. Blocked. Comes back. Chance to reload. And that one in the end blocked again by Iron Rose. Danger still not all the way cleared, though, and that one was lofted toward the far post, and Camacho had to have his wits about him to come and collect that one. The Albion forward there was crashing. In the end, for as quick as the ball comes off of Camacho's foot, even some of his throws can sail, 30, 35, 40 yards. It's just hasn't been collected for long enough to get sustained numbers forward and to really push for that counterattack. The Iron Rose defense has been sharp to deny too many consistent chances that haven't been created by, any of their own errors when dealing with some of this Albion pressure that you're seeing now. That one collected in midfield. Played out wide. Chance to drive up this right-hand side for Iron Rose. Numbers forward here. But in the end, once again, the last through ball just hasn't been able to quite come off for Iron Rose, and it's collected by Garcia Venegas. Ball played long. Chance to collect on this right-hand side. Well won, though, for Iron Rose. And again, that last-ditch defending has been very solid for Iron Rose FC. Much of Albion SC's chances have really come, I mentioned, on those mistakes when they're possessing it here and Albion chooses to pressure. It hasn't been a consistent, sustained amount of pressure. When they've gotten through. But otherwise, Iron Rose has been solid. Just have to come up with ways to find these long through balls and get some numbers forward and do something with it here. Mentioned Marco Garcia starting in place of Daniel Nunez, and Bailey Stringer up there, talented forward, number 13 for Iron Rose. Guys who can score and get in behind. Won their last match 3-1. They're looking for a similar result here. Ball played over the top, and here is a good chance. Ping-ponging around. Man went down in the box. Nothing from the official there. It'll be collected comfortably in the end for Garcia Venegas in net.
So yeah, he said second half we're gonna have to figure out a window, but we'll figure it out second half. Just because the glare as the sun goes down.
He'll try and send that one long, and it's not all the way dealt with. Albion a chance to get up this right-hand side, and that is a foul going to be blown up here in another free kick opportunity in a position to cross for Albion SC. Nice counterattack there, starting with Garcia Venegas' long ball. It was collected up there well. And a chance to swing one in here. Jorge Lopez, the right footer, to take this one. Goes low, and it's a good one. Couldn't be collected in the box, though. Sort of seemed to catch Iron Rose a little bit off guard there. And he found the right man, but just his target couldn't collect it and turn and get a look at goal. But another free kick opportunity. You've had a couple of those, and I believe 2 corners so far as well for Albion. Iron Rose a chance to possess. Over 33 minutes gone, still scoreless. Really nothing in between these two so far, apart from that early hitting of the post, like I mentioned for Albion. Hasn't been as much in it. Ball played wide, and Bolero clattered there. It'll flick out of bounds and well won for Albion. Collecting the midfield here, trying to go left. Through ball blocked. Recovered near the top of the box. Can they reload here? It's Jean Leguerre there in the midfield, wearing that number 4 shirt. For Albion, as that one on the left-hand side is swung in and over the top of the goalpost there, the crossbar, excuse me. I suppose both the crossbar and the goalpost in this sense. With the field goal post there right behind the goal. Antonio Camacho, the goalkeeper, to take this one. Sending it long. He's has an impressive, long ball. He's gotten forward on some punts and even some long throws, trying to spring some of these counterattacks. Just hasn't been latched on to that final ball. Just hasn't quite been there for Iron Rose FC. But obviously Camacho dangerous in creating. It's so helpful to have a goalkeeper who can create like that, who could spring a long ball, punt it 60, 70 yards and really get an attack going. But it's Albion on the counter here. They've got it down this left-hand side. Chance to cross it in again. That one Camacho had to deal with and punched it out of play. It'll be another corner here for Albion. So I believe 4th corner here in this first half. Taken short again. That's been their strategy. Driving toward the byline, crossing low. It's still ping-ponging around. And it's in. And Albion FC first on the board. 36 minutes into this one, they do spring it. Frankly, the corner being taken short hadn't looked all the danger in that one. I thought for a second at the side netting, I saw it ripple, but in the end, it beat Camacho, the shot on his near post. And it's Albion SC getting on the board first, up 1-0 here. And they have had the better of the chances. Iron Rose hasn't had a corner yet. Albion's had several and a few free kicks, and in the end able to latch onto that one. Really well created goal. Sometimes the short corner can be a mixed reviews strategy, but that one in the end worked as they drove toward the byline and was just able to whip it past Camacho at his near post and get on the board up 1-0 here. And all of a sudden Iron Rose find themselves down, trying to get a goal here as we tick toward inside the final 10 minutes of the first half. Diego Nunez, I mentioned, starting this game on the bench, is looking like he's about to come in. Getting ready here for Iron Rose FC. One of the first subs. Haven't had too many substitutes for either side. Iron Rose carrying a little bit of a lighter squad here this evening. Have some consistent players that aren't available, aren't in the lineup at all. Nunez is one of those players who is present. Can he make an impact on the game? I mentioned scored in their last matchup, a win over Rush Silicon Valley. He got a goal. Can he be the hero to get Iron Rose back level in this one? And as Albion trying to mount their own pressure offensively, and once again, a long ball just not able to come off for Iron Rose. Ball played long, won comfortably by Jose Ayala playing that central defense, but that one's lost. And another chance here. Albion can get forward. The shot comes in across net and skims out of play for a goal kick, or excuse me, it'll be a corner. It was flicked out wide. So that one deflected and a necessary one at that. And once again, lost possession in the defensive third for Iron Rose. Very nearly cost them. They're already 1-0 down. That goal wasn't necessarily off a giveaway, but have to be careful playing out of the back here, as Albion really timely with some of their pressure, trying to send players forward. They'll take the corner short once again. Can they capitalize off another set piece? Ball taken up top. It's swung in, but harmlessly out of play there for a goal kick. Nearing the final 5 minutes of the first half here. That one taken down, able to be played forward for Iron Rose. Can they build a little bit here? Well, on the right-hand side, you see, I believe that's Bolero over there yelling for it. Or excuse me, Maldonado, who's just once again camped near that sideline on the left-hand side, trying to just stretch this Albion defense. But as you can see, just everyone back behind the ball doing a really good job at just soaking up any pressure, preventing Iron Rose from really getting a good look. But this one played a chance for Maldonado to run onto it, but in the end, Albion able to clear. And that one then thumped out of play. Iron Rose trying to sustain some pressure here in the final 5 minutes. Ball played forward, a crunching challenge there, and it'll be a free kick for Iron Rose. The League for Clubs, proud to partner with Passage Sports as our preferred ticketing partner. To learn more about Passage Sports, visit their website at gopassage.com or follow them on social media at gopassage. Iron Rose will have a free kick here as we tick toward the final 5 minutes. Player down here for Iron Rose FC, just getting attended to by his teammates. Back up on his feet. No substitute needed. You've got Jose Ayala over this, who can send it in. First real set piece of any kind in the offensive half for Iron Rose. They swing it toward the far post. Flicked up and in the end cleared. Iron Rose trying to recycle. Ball played back to Ayala. He'll just send it immediately back in. And good ball as well. Nearing the byline. Can they control it? They cannot. And it'll go out for another Albion throw. Albion a throw in deep in their defensive third. Let's see how much pressure Iron Rose try to sustain. Albion has created a couple of scoring opportunities from the pressure they've put on Iron Rose FC's defense. Can Iron Rose do the same thing here? And they do win a throw in back. Chance to maybe get something out of this if they can get a cross in. Ball on this right-hand side. Cross blocked near the top of the box. Ping-ponging around. It comes back out wide. Ball lofted toward the byline. Iron Rose can get first on this, but in the end collected by Garcia Venegas in net for Albion. So danger averted once again, but some good play these last few minutes here for Iron Rose FC, just trying to get some pressure on goal as we tick toward the end of this first half. Albion FSC with a 1-0 advantage and trying to add more if they can here in this first half. Camacho will just send that one long, not messing around. Giving up a second would be maybe a backbreaker with late stages chance to regroup at the halftime interval. But a free kick here for Albion. Ref just playing peacemaker a little bit there. Albion's played a lot of their corners short. They have elected to go long with the free kicks. Let's see if they get this one. They will go short here, though. Ball played around. It's Jorge Lopez trying to drive at his defender, but it's one out well. Still not all the way cleared. Iron Rose trying to play their way out of this. And in the end, the ref blows for a foul. A couple of the Iron Rose players wanted advantage, but a yellow is going to be doled out, I believe, to Lopez here. And maybe that did warrant a delayed yellow. We've seen how eager Iron Rose has been to try and utilize the counterattack and get out quickly. They had a couple of numbers forward down the left-hand side, but in the end, ref decides wasn't enough of an advantage, and he'll call it back. Iron Rose will have a free kick. Chance for maybe one more opportunity here as we tick toward the end of this first half. Ref just communicating with his AR. I think maybe who the foul was on potentially. Iron Rose take it short. Hit 45 minutes. Here we'll see how much the ref opts to add on. Not too many stoppages here in this first half, but nevertheless, Iron Rose will take all the time it can get down 1-0. Ball played forward, and a whistle and a foul, and that'll end Iron Rose potentially its last attack of the first half. Iron Rose forward just helping out there. Spot that ball so we can get the play resumed. Obviously, Albion SC going to take their time when they can with a lead. Don't want to have a costly giveaway, though. Hoofed that one long, no problem, though. Back in possession with Iron Rose here at midfield, and a chance to maybe attack here down this left-hand side. It's Nathaniel Bolero. Can he get a cross in? Cuts it back. Cross blocked, still pinging around near inside the box, but in the end, danger averted. And the ref blows up for the end of the first half. So Albion SC taking a 1-0 lead into the break. Iron Rose FC looking to regroup here. And can they bounce back here in the League for Clubs? We will kick it to a break. You are watching the League for Clubs on the National Soccer Network. We'll be back here for the second half.
Don't forget to join our autograph alley after the game.
down by the end line. Pushes across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Loser eye, one-on-one. Loser eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in, Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. That one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Restoration is more than walls. It's more than paint. It's more than cleaning. That's the thing we'll never forget. For Belfour, it's your memories. It's your life's passion. It's your home. Belfour, restoring more than property.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Sacker down by the end line. Puts us across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it. Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lugerai, one-on-one. Lugerai, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal.
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball, and that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Looks great.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Sacker down by the end line. Puts us across. Lugerai! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it. Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lugerai, one-on-one. Lugerai, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal.
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball, and that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
For this first scarf, it is number 045007. Again, that is 045007. For the second scarf, it is number 45068. Again, that is 45068.
Back here for the start of the second half between Iron Rose FC and Albion SC Silicon Valley. Albion with a 1-0 advantage they took into the break. So we're underway here in the final 45 minutes with Iron Rose FC getting things started. Iron Rose looking for a way back into this game. Albion SC had the better of the two chances the chances in the first half between the two teams. Iron Rose has had some all right opportunities themselves, really trying to utilize the long balls. They look to get forward down this right-hand side here to go out of play, but just not quite there. That final pass, that final opportunity, just not being generated consistently enough or cleanly enough really to get the looks on goal to match what Albion's got. They hit the post early in the first half, got a goal off of a corner kick. They had 4 or 5 in the first half to take a 1-0 advantage into the break, but Iron Rose now going from left to right, Albion from right to left. Can Iron Rose get back in this? Both teams, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, a cross comes in and had to be saved in the end. Still loose at the top of the box here for Iron Rose. Can they get a second bite at the apple here? Cross swung near the back post to be cleared out. Both these teams I mentioned looking for their second win in NorCal Conference play here in the league. 4 clubs, Iron Rose FC, 1-0-2 on the season. Albion SC 1-1-3. Played a couple more games than Iron Rose, but both teams looking for their second as that shot skewed out of play. Was deflected though, so it will be the first corner of the game here for Iron Rose in the opening few minutes. So some positive play. Perhaps it's the team going from left to right that just has the more beneficial chances in this one. Cross comes in, it goes over everybody. Danger not all the way cleared though. A chance for Iron Rose to reload. Mentioned Albion 1-1-3 on the season would get their second win here if they held on to this advantage. Iron Rose trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Albion on the attack here. Trying to trundle down this left-hand side. Get a look at goal. Crosses low and skips past the oncoming attacker. Could have had a really good bite at the apple there for Albion. Iron Rose a chance to reload now. Trying to be a little bit more diligent in their possession, their formation kind of flexing all around. It's sort of set up on paper if you're looking online at the match center as a kind of that 4-3-2-1, which kind of deploys sort of that three midfielder base. It allows you to drop some players in defense or operate even with 3 defenders and have a couple more players, have those 2 kind of attacking midfielders that can sort of drift wide. It almost looks like a 4-3-3 at times. That's really stretched, but credit to Albion SC. They've done a good job making things compact, as you kind of see right now with their defense playing that 4-1-4-1, a really rigid formation that kind of can give you a lot of control defensively over the game and allow and prevent opportunities to kind of carve through their defense with a long ball, which is obviously what Iron Rose FC is trying to do, or has tried to do at least through this first 45 minutes. Chance to trundle down this left-hand side here. It's Juan Maldonado. Had an active first half. That's one out well here for Iron Rose FC. Could be a chance here. Ball played in, and it's flicked out of play, and a goal-saving tackle there for Albion SC. But Iron Rose, a quick second corner now to start this second half. Some really positive play here for Iron Rose. Can they potentially tie things up here, take advantage of some early momentum? Corner played low. Couldn't beat the first defender. Can be recycled, though. Chance to potentially cross again. That's Riley Kraft over there for Iron Rose. Maldonado. Just plays it back near midfield. Can they switch the play here? Get a look from the left-hand side. That one's cut off. It'd be a throw. Iron Rose trying to build a little bit more from the back here. They, kind of switch the play a little bit and then try and play it long. That was a really good ball toward the left-hand side. They get into the box here. The shot comes in. And in the end, out wide. I think it took another deflection, though, so a third corner already here in the opening 5 minutes of the second half for Iron Rose FC. Can they take advantage here? Corner played right to the center of the goal. Well defended. Danger not all the way cleared, though, and in the end just hoofed out of play. So it'll be a throw-in, still in a dangerous territory for Iron Rose FC, or I suppose dangerous territory for Albion, depending on your perspective. Ball hoofed in toward the box in the far post, and in the end, skewed out wide. It was really good sort of turn volley there that was a difficult skill to pull off there for Iron Rose, but they got it near that far post, just couldn't latch onto it and tap it home. But the keeper in net there, Garcia Venegas for Albion, had found himself scrambling.
This side there is.
Albion a chance to build a little bit here to start this second half. Ball played
Who or how?
out on this right-hand side.
San Juan something. Okay.
Played through, decent interplay here in the midfield. Numbers forward here for Albion. Can they get a quick second goal and snatch momentum right back? Still looking to cross, left-hand side. Gets to the byline, cross blocked in a corner for Albion. Couple of subs coming in just before this corner to be taken. Albion SC had several corners in the first half. I believe that number got up to 4 or 5. That's how they scored their first goal. Can they get a second one here? Michael Lacona to take this one. Outswinger with the left foot. Corner driven toward the top of the box. Dealt with there by Iron Rose. Lacona gets it back, though. He can cross again. Only one in the box, though, for Albion. Have to get the numbers in there, and that one cleared away in the end by Iron Rose. We've seen Albion up for this corner-taking strategy, going low or short. It's obviously paid off for them. Victor Romero there taking that throw. Ball one back and hoofed, cleared by Alex Both for Iron Rose. I believe it went out of play before he got his foot around that, though, so it'll be another throw for Albion SC. David Zavala on it now for Albion. out wide. Romero trying to make the overlapping run. It's Lacona swung all the way across the box. Chance again here. Got at the top of the box, Albion. Trying to take it toward the byline. And flicked out of play. I believe that went out for stayed out for a throw-in, which obviously benefits Iron Rose as opposed to a corner. Looking for the long throw potentially here, Albion, to get it into the box. They do, and it bounces all the way in the end harmlessly to Antonio Camacho in goal for Iron Rose. He boots it immediately. And a nice punt taken down well there by Paolo Ionescu. He's got the overlap run. It's Kraft here. Right-hand side. He flicks it in toward the back post, but in the end, harmless once again for Iron Rose FC. That was not the cross Kraft was looking for there. But one of the better quick counterattacks that Iron Rose has tried to pull off. With the 55-minute mark, 10 minutes in so far for this second half. Nice interplay there. In the midfield, that's won by Iron Rose. A chance to counter here. They've got numbers. 3-on-2 break here. Can they get a shot in? And in the end, another through ball. Just poked away. Danger not all the way clear. And a collision there. It'll be a foul and a free kick for Albion. Ref's going to come over and got a little coming together here. Down near that byline. A couple players getting into it. Ref's just going to clear the danger. And separate, make sure no more extracurriculars take over this game. Only one yellow so far. Be a free kick for Albion SC. Go to theleaguefc.com to find up-to-date results and standings. Check out club profiles, read the latest league-wide news, and much, much more. Bookmark it while you're there, theleaguefc.com. You get all the League for Clubs news, including, of course, these two teams battling it out in the NorCal Conference.
Number 14 for Albion SC, Nicholas Romero.
And Rose just having some words with the officials, had to settle things down. It was a hard challenge there in that final third on the left for Iron Rose, but we'll get play restarted here. I believe a player might have gone into the book for Iron Rose as well, so the ref just checking some things over there. This free kick taken momentarily, a lengthy delay. I don't believe any VAR at this level, so no additional checks to be made there. But back into play we go. Albion taking that free kick short. They'll play it up the right-hand side. Going along. Both teams, especially when they get free kicks in their defensive third, take them short and then immediately look to kind of hoof it long and get a player on the run. Is a foul there. Will give Iron Rose a free kick right at midfield. They'll take it short down this left-hand side. Can they create something? Nice run here, but the through ball blocked. Chance to potentially counter for Albion now. Lacona zooming down this left-hand side, evades a challenge. Albion have to recycle it here. Nice effort there by Iron Rose FC to kind of drop back. And there's a crunching challenge. It'll be a free kick and a chance to maybe get one into the box here. And another Iron Rose FC player will go in the ref's book here. A couple of players huddle around the officials with some words for them. Once again, I have to be careful there when communicating with the officials and trying not to get a second yellow for dissent or any sort of silly thing that could impact your minutes. Obviously, Coach Daniel Serduke there trying to keep his side organized. Albion still with that 1-0 lead. They've sort of gotten a little bit more of a foothold in the game. It was a lot of early chances for Iron Rose FC to start this second half. Have won a couple of corners. Looked like a threat to maybe score and get back level, but Albion kind of sustained that run. And I've gotten a little bit of a foothold back in this game. And a chance to maybe put one in the box here, though they don't have too many near that 18-yard box. Would look kind of, their setup would look to me like, or suggest to me at least, that they might go short. But we'll see, or a switch, and that's what they do. And Lacona now, chance to dance towards this byline and put it back in for a cross. He does, and it's blocked out of play and came off the foot of an Albion attacker, so it'll be a goal kick. Chance to play it out of the back, Iron Rose FC. They lose it here, though. Albion a potential chance to counter. It's a good ball in. A shot opportunity here comes in, and it's saved by Camacho. Danger not all the way clear, though. Albion trying to get it back in, but will slide out of bounds for a goal kick. And a great save there for Antonio Camacho for the hosts. Goal kick taken short. And Albion, once again, similar to the first half, really putting some pressure on this Iron Rose defense, who's trying to play out of the back and set up a potential kind of long ball over the top. And Albion doing a really good job to kind of hunker them down, keep them anchored in their final defensive third. You can see they've got, 6 guys forward, really trying to put on that press. Obviously, a second goal. The current stage is 61 minutes into this one. Would be huge, and they've won themselves a free kick here. Chance to swing it in, loading up with 4 players near that back post. Couple lurking. What can they create? Free kick comes in. It's low. Doesn't beat the first man. Iron Rose can clear and potentially counter here up this right-hand side. Iron Rose bringing it forward. That's dealt with well, though, by the Albion defender. Did go out of play, though, before the free kick. Saw there for Iron Rose a good opportunity to potentially counter. But nothing doing once again in the end for the home team. That's Paolo Ionescu, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, kind of praised for his creativity, leadership. Hasn't been involved as much as Iron Rose probably wants him to, but he's sort of occupying now that right wing spot. I mentioned that 4-2-3 or 4-3-2-1 formation allows you to have some wingers. Here's a chance to potentially counter for Albion now. Ball played forward. So the shot comes in, and Camacho was diving for that one. Who was a good effort, if not potentially a speculative one, that nearly turned on goal there for Michael Lacona. Another Wisket goal there for Albion SC. Iron Rose trying to counter. Riley Kraft can't get on the end of that 1-2. That's where it's been. Just those final 1-2s, a final through ball, that final ball over the top, whether it's just had too much mustard or not enough. Just hasn't quite set up Iron Rose for those potential scoring opportunities. whereas Albion really has taken a bit more advantage off of some of those plays, and obviously full advantage off their set pieces. The corner, they're scoring off of that corner in the first half. They bring it down here. That ball's played out wide. Driving toward the byline is Albion. Chance for Lacona to cross here. Plays instead to the top of the box. Good switch here for Albion. Looking for an opportunity to penetrate the box and put the ball toward net. That one flicked in the end, harmlessly out of play, though, for an Albion throw. Nearly 65 minutes gone here between the 7th and 8th place teams in the NorCal Conference. That one flicked clear for Iron Rose, intercepted. Nearly a chance to counter. Still sustaining the pressure here, Iron Rose. Albion deals with it well, though. It feels like potentially you see Riley Kraft in that 98 jersey for Iron Rose has just kind of been creeping the chance to. He wants to latch onto one of these balls where Albion, you see has everyone beyond midfield, has 7-8 players, up trying to put pressure on that Iron Rose defense. And if they can get caught out, it can potentially lead to some danger for Kraft and others. That shot long range comes in for Victor Romero. It carries over. And what Albion is doing well, though, is when they try these long-range efforts and they go out for goal kicks, Iron Rose is playing it short. They're not going long immediately, and that allows Albion to sort of get their setup, get their shape defensively. That ball tried to be played over the top. Ionescu and Kraft trying to work a 1-2 again there. Albion will recycle it. The ball played forward. Player goes down away from the play for Albion. Kraft now near midfield. Plays it out wide. Juan Maldonado skips past a couple of defenders. Nice run here from Maldonado, but he's taken off the ball. And now potentially out of position here. And the ref actually blows up. Maldonado went down. Just being tended to here. Nice sportsmanship there from the Albion player, just looking out for Maldonado, making sure he's all right. It's still down here, though. See if Iron Rose FC attempts to make a sub. 1-0 here with 67 minutes and counting gone. Obviously, there'll be some added time to the end of the game just as they deal with this injury, but looks like he's back on his feet, kind of being helped. Can't put any weight on that left leg. Unfortunately, they'll be helped to the sidelines. And Iron Rose will have to go to its bench.
For number 9.
See a couple players checking in for them. Jorge Nolasco coming in. His first action game. He's going to take Maldonado's position there on that sort of right back spot. We've obviously seen him drift forward a lot as well. So Nolasco, some fresh legs, but a fresh face as well. Have to get into this game quickly as Albion resumes play here. They've got it near midfield. Chance to switch it now. Victor Romero tries to cross it. Can't quite beat that last defender to complete the switch. Iron Rose with a chance to potentially counter. That ball carries out of play, though. It will be an Albion throw. Both teams have gotten their shapes defensively fairly well. It's just credit to Albion for just having that solidity in that 4-1-4-1 formation. As there's another challenge, and it's gotten a bit more chippy here in this second half. It'll be another free kick for Albion SC. Credit to them, as I said, for just getting their shape and being able to communicate defensively, not let those long balls or quick counters really burn them so far. Obviously, that is what Iron Rose can be dangerous in, and at least they've shown it in spurts. Though it hasn't yielded a goal, they've shown it a few times throughout this game. But another free kick kind of nearing that final third area, right near the 30-yard line there for Albion SC. Can they swing it in, potentially add to their lead? Up 1-0 here, approaching the 70th minute. Free kick taken toward the back post. It's brought down. Shot comes in. That's blocked. That's Nolasco there. His first action of the game is a key one. You saw him sprinting back down to try and get involved in the attack as well. I suppose that's what you get when you get brought on there in the 70th minute, or a little bit earlier in that, excuse me. But regardless, a nice first action there for Nolasco there at that right back spot. Albion have it here. Ball played forward, brought down well, intercepted though by Iron Rose. Not quite able to break out though, and chance to maybe recycle here. Get another look toward the box. That one's flicked out harmlessly though. It'll roll all the way out for another goal kick. Pick up a piece of history and purchase your own TLFC match ball. Visit selectsport.com. Type the words "The League" in the search bar. That's "The League" to find a link. Purchase your own Select Tiempo TB match ball. That's select-sport.com. Type the words "The League" in the search bar. I was mistaken. It was flicked off of an Iron Rose player, so it'll be another corner here. An in-swinger. So we hit the 71st minute of play for Albion. I think there will be a sub before the corner is taken, though. Both teams bringing in a couple of reinforcements there.
Number 6, Nicholas Bond. Coming off is number 19.
Ref resumes it. Corner in swung. Lofted again to the other side of the box. Brought down. Danger not dealt with. Chance to maybe cross it. Again for Albion. Dancing with it on the left-hand side. Iron Rose able to get it clear, though. But once again, after that early attack in the first few minutes, few chances at goal for Iron Rose. It has been all Albion SC over this last sort of 10-minute stretch plus. Another cross comes in toward the back post. That one cleared well. Iron Rose able to try and build with it, but they really have not sniffed the final third in quite some time. Just sort of been penned back, haven't been able to build much with just how solid of a shape Albion's playing with. There's a long ball knotted down, though. Chance to break forward. Ref will actually blow it up for a free kick, which will favor Iron Rose. They didn't have numbers there, so able to take the free kick, which they do quickly. Play it out wide. It's Nolasco here, the substitute. Nice challenge there by the Albion player. It'll be played out for a throw. And here is an opportunity to maybe get a look at goal for Iron Rose FC. Playing, like I said, just their 4th game in league play. Albion have played 5 so far. Both teams in search for a second win
Number 10, Santiago Peniche.
to help them out in the league table.
17.
Nolasco throws this one into the box. Danger cleared, though, for Albion. Chance to maybe counter for them. That one's intercepted. One back, though. Long ball played forward. And Albion can get on this, but the offside flag is up against Michael Lacona there. Once again, a situation, if we were at the top level, perhaps he's able to put that one in the net and VAR makes the decision, but the assistant referee, easy call there. That's a turnover, though, there for Iron Rose and a chance to spring some numbers forward again, Albion. Playing with it in the midfield. dancing around. Good recovery there for Iron Rose, but a foul. And some words. We've had a few chippy moments, and I think ref just having a little bit of a word with the Iron Rose player. Albion not letting them talk too much, though, because they're getting it in quickly. They've got it on the right-hand side here. Ball played forward, they'll win a throw. Iron Rose winning it back. Can they create some of those chances again that they had in those first few minutes? That one too far out of the stretch for Nolasco. It'll be a Albion throw. Iron Rose, this team get the first victory not only of the season, but in the history of the men's team at Iron Rose Football Club. Obviously established a women's team in 2024 on the men's side now this season. As part of that NorCal conference, wanted to make a good first impression. Obviously, it's very difficult as a new team coming into this league. California is such a talent-rich soccer state, and Iron Rose hoping to tap that themselves, but having to base, there's a challenge there by Nolasco, and player goes trundling over. He is down there. I'll make sure he's all right. It'll be a free kick, and Nolasco is going to go in the ref's book for that one. It's at the 75-minute mark, so just 15 to go here, and added time. Obviously, there will be. We've had a lot more stoppages here in this second half. As player down here for Albion, just taking his time to attend to Nolasco, again, making sure he's all right. Actually exchanging some words with the Albion coach, who didn't really want Nolasco near his player. He'll walk off. We can resume play here with this free kick. Looked like Anthony Tafola Bakara there was the player down for Albion, but he's back on his feet, and Victor Romero will take. Outswinging corner on the left wing. Can Romero potentially set up a second goal for Albion? That one taken low, and in the end, a relatively harmless free kick. But Albion can reload. Romero just thump it back toward the left-hand side. That one carries over everybody, though, to go out for a Iron Rose throw. Iron Rose just, once again, has not been able to really get out of much of their defensive third. I feel like we've been watching most of the second half as there's a chance for Albion SC and a goal and a quick counter. And there is the second. Just as I was saying, they were pinned back by some turnovers and some good Albion shape. Albion springs right forward, wins it back, and takes full advantage. And with the way this second half has seemed to go on, that might be the dagger in the side of Iron Rose. Really impressive pressure there to just win that ball back and drive immediately forward and capture and grab that second goal. And Albion now with a 2-0 advantage as we tick toward the 80th minute. Iron Rose has to really get in desperation mode right now if they want to take anything from this game, but Albion's pressure has just been all over them. They haven't really been able to, there's been a disconnect between their back line and the rest of the team for Iron Rose. So they're going to have to try and just play long balls in, get the ball to their attackers. I mentioned players like Paulo Ionescu. I mean, he is creative with his feet. We've seen it. Riley Kraft has a lot of speed over there. But they just haven't had many bites at the apple, really. So that's another long ball that's cut out. Chance to play it forward, though, here for Iron Rose. Can they swing one in over the top of the, into the top of the box? It comes back down. Shot blocked, a second chance at it, and it'll be collected instead. There for Garcia Venegas. He'll take his time, and you have to think Albion going to try and build in possession as much as they can in these final 10 minutes. They've got the 2-goal cushion. Or do they perhaps spring for more? Ball's got to be dealt with, and it's a miscue here. Albion could be in again. In the end, flicked, cleared. Danger averted, at least for the moment, and Iron Rose will win a throw. Throw in collected. Albion able to recycle. Looking down once again this left-hand side. Nolasco's been a busy man at right back for Iron Rose FC since he's come in. That danger cleared for now. Long ball will go harmlessly back to Camacho and Ned, who made a really nice save earlier in this half, but unfortunately was put in a pretty vulnerable position for that second goal after the giveaway. Just a one-on-one, and that opportunity is always going to be tough for the keeper. So we tick down toward 10 minutes left. Iron Rose just looking for any way, any semblance of quick attack that they can get to try and get something out of this game. But at the moment, it's looking like Albion SC is going to cruise to a relatively comfortable win. Unless Nolasco can collect this one. Couldn't quite save it from going out of play. Visit the League for Clubs on YouTube to keep up with our Build and Grow series, where we discuss what it's like running a men's amateur soccer team and answer questions from the public. Find us at youtube.com/the League for Clubs, or search for the League for Clubs on YouTube and subscribe today. Under 10 minutes and added time left here. Chance to break forward here again, Albion. Could they look for a third? That one out though. Nolasco has some space down this right hand side, excuse me. Nice ball there into midfield. Ball collected, played long down this right hand side. Flicked out for a corner, and Iron Rose had two early in this second half, and finally a third one. Can they get a goal that would set up a tense final minutes if they can cut the deficit back to 1? In swinging corner. Ref kind of breaking things up before we have once again, some extracurriculars. We'll see how much time ends up getting added on here. Several stern talking tos, a couple yellows. Crowd gathered near that goalkeeper. Ref gonna have to play peacekeeper a little bit here. Obviously the goalkeeper protected on these plays. It's very easy to foul a keeper when you're going up for a corner, but got to find the difference between not fouling him and screening him off to potentially get a free header at goal. Here comes the corner in swinger. It's a good one as well, and punched out well in net by Garcia Venegas there. And a chance to maybe counter immediately here for Albion, sprinting down this left-hand side. Still going. It's a great run into the box. A chance at the near post. Cross comes in. Still bouncing around in the box. A second bite at the apple. Shot is low and blocked. Out for another corner, and survival there for Iron Rose. That was a really good counterattack for Albion SC. And they will win themselves a corner. A chance to get maybe a third here in the final minutes of this one. But Albion looking like they're going to get their second win here at NorCal Conference play. Corner to be taken by Lacona. Ball play at the top of the box. Chance for a shot from distance here. That one blocked. Second bite blocked. And a chance for Iron Rose to counter. Can they get numbers? Here's Kraft zooming down the right wing. Riley Kraft. Ball back in. Nice 1-2 there. Trying to work, but again cut off by that Albion center defensive midfielder, which position that's so crucial in the formation they play. They've come up, made some nice plays there in that spot, and a chance for a swinging shot. That one hooks wide, though. A little bit of a selfish take there at a tough angle, and the shot just no trouble in the end for Iron Rose FC. Kraft here. Once again, Iron Rose just having to move the ball quickly and really haven't been able to set up too many long runs and long ball opportunities just with how they've had to possess and deal with, a really organized and disciplined Albion press. A lot of credit to them. They're able to just kind of possess here as we cross the 85-minute mark. Albion trying to make one more break forward. Perhaps there's another goal here. Lacona centers it. It's a good one, too. A shot comes in from distance, and it whisks wide. In the end, no trouble for Camacho in goal. Iron Rose will have to be a regrouping effort. Before their next matchup is free kick one there. Another coming together away from the play. Iron Rose just trying to take it long. As we tick toward the final 4 minutes, and will be some added time. We'll see with that 2-0 advantage how much the ref chooses to add on. Iron Rose hasn't, apart from that corner just a few minutes ago, really, like I said, have not had a ton of opportunities offensively. Just really good defensive, solid base. Obviously, that 4-1-4-1 formation for Albion. You get that center defensive midfielder like I was talking about. Gives you just kind of that fifth defender, that sort of first wave who can just disrupt, push the opposing team out wide, force them into some of those channels that are less dangerous for those 4 defenders behind him. And credit to Albion, they use that position really well, and they have here tonight, looking to steal a win away from home. Iron Rose back in action next Saturday. They'll play Oakland SC here at West Park High School. So a week to regroup and a chance potentially to try and get that second win. Here's an opportunity forward, though. Can they be first to this? Not quite. Be collected by Garcia Venegas. Oakland SC won't be an easy defeat, though. 3 wins on the season for them, only 1 loss. The competition only gets tough here in the league for clubs, the NorCal Conference. So Iron Rose will have a tough one coming up as well. As for Albion, they'll be off for a little bit of time. They won't actually play until May 21st. Or excuse me, they do have a game May 17th, so they'll have next week off as they have a chance to maybe add a third here toward the end of the game. Nice move, and a shot comes in. Good save by Camacho. Rebound, not able to be taken down. And Iron Rose able to escape with that one. So May 17th, the next game, Albion will play Bay Valley Suns. They'll be on the road once again for that one. The NorCal Conference, a tough one. I mentioned these two teams in 7th and 8th coming in. The points for Albion would be beneficial. They're only on 4, they would match Yuba FC in 6th with 7. I mentioned their next opponent, Bay Valley, also winless so far this season. So chance to maybe stack some wins for Albion, but for Iron Rose, it's regrouping effort, looking to generate a little bit more offensive pressure as we tick toward the 90th minute here. It'll be a throw for Iron Rose. Throw in dealt with. Final 15 seconds here. Iron Rose has to loft something forward. Can they get perhaps a consolation goal there? Or perhaps it's one more attack for Albion. Ball played out. Iron Rose will clear that one. Ref hasn't looked at his watch yet. Perhaps a chance for Albion to add a third. Nice run here to get to this right-hand side. And a foul called, so a free kick here for Albion, which could inflict even more damage here right at the end, at the tail end of this one. Chance maybe to look at goal if you have a speculative free kick taker amongst Albion's ranks, or do they just try and loft in? They only have 3 in the box, so 2, I believe, in the wall. It will be a shot that doesn't beat the wall. Second chance here. Dealt with by Iron Rose. Played long. Can they latch onto this long ball? Challenging. Nice header back. Calm as you like to Garcia Venegas. Nearly 90 seconds of added time played so far. But Albion FC, credit to them. Their solid formation, 4-1-4-1, I think really did it. Just some of the tactics. They have a chance potentially for a third here toward the byline. Ball inside, blocked. It'll be recycled though. Dancing around with it here. Spinning. Turning, now challenged from behind. And well defended by Iron Rose. At that point, Albion trying to just take it in the corner and just kill some time. But Iron Rose able to get out of this. Ball played forward, Kraft crashing into his man. Ball played out for a Albion throw, I believe. Kraft having some words with the ref here in added time. But credit to Albion, their formation, as one of them will go in the book for that. Credit to their formation, their kind of just overall shape solidity. I think really after weathering that initial kind of barrage to start the second half for Iron Rose, I think they were really shored up and just played very fundamentally sound. It's not overly complex what they're doing, but requires just a lot of good defensive communication and good structure. And that's credit to their coaching staff and the system they've put in place under Arturo Orozco. But Iron Rose, a free kick here. That one well short, though, and actually could lead to a counterattack opportunity as we've played 3 minutes of added time. Can Albion break forward? Collision there in the midfield. And blown up for a Albion free kick. That ball just hoofed long. Excuse me. It'll be the full-time whistle instead of a free kick. Couple words with the officials after the fact. But it is Albion FC winning this one by a score of 2-0 as we come to the end of this match. A hard-fought one, but credit to Albion SC. They got it done with their formation, like I mentioned, and they cruise to a victory. Iron Rose will try and rebound next week against Oakland SC. Thank you for watching it. The League for Clubs and the National Soccer Network will be back next week with another game for Iron Rose SC.
Thank you again to our sponsors, Kumquat Hydration, official hydration drink of Iron Rose FC, the Roseville Youth Soccer, and again, thank you for participating in their raffle. That's really helpful. Crooked Lane Brewing, the official craft brew partner of Iron Rose FC. JCT Growth, Law Offices of Brian Azanika, your local personal injury attorney. Huntington Learning Center of Roseville.